Many families in Alberta and the energy industry are still facing hardships, but Albertans want to get back to work. Albertans are not looking for handouts or corporate welfare from Ottawa. The federal government is either not listening or it's incompetent.
The federal government's announcement of $1.6 billion for Alberta isn't sitting well with everyone.
I think very little would satisfy Albertans at this point in time. Even if Justin Trudeau had announced that he's going to buy locomotives and tanker cars, I'm not sure that would have satisfied people. The problem is big, and the solutions are much longer term.
A lot of the money will come in the form of loans and is focused on job creation.
It's one thing to promise investments that will yield jobs. The actual outcome of that may be something we don't see for a little while. But all of these initiatives, the ones being done by the Alberta government and by the federal government, are going to move things in the right direction, if only because markets might be more confident or more willing to invest in either the province, the country, or in oil. And all of those sorts of things could have positive effects.
Well, this is the spot where less than 24 hours before the announcement, a huge pro-pipeline rally was held. And no one here said anything about wanting more financial support for companies or loans for investment into green technologies. They want a pipeline, and even after this announcement, they're still waiting.
Alberta does not need this corporate welfare. If the federal government really wants to help the energy industry, if they really want to help Alberta, what the federal government should have done is scrap their carbon tax plan, streamline regulations, stop proposing legislation that will deter investment, and improve Canada's business competitiveness by cutting the business tax rate.
The announcement came on the same day Stats Canada released its monthly EI numbers, which shows claims in Alberta were down 1.1% in October compared to 2017. But some have suggested that doesn't mean more people are going back to work. It just means that their benefits are running out.
We cannot say that because we don't specifically have the data on that. It is a possibility. However, what I can tell you is that the number of claims has remained somewhat stable in Alberta since February of 2017.
One question which remains is why the Trudeau government waited this long. Williams says there was nothing in this announcement that couldn't have been done earlier, and that may have helped to slow the anti-federalist sentiment bubbling up in oil country. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.